Hi and welcome to the channel. My name is Mumo and this is episode 2 of Telling the Entrepreneur Story. The person on the channel today is a YouTube content creator. She's a makeup artist. She's done a fabulous business in makeup. But I don't want to tell so much about her. I want her to introduce herself and tell us all the stories about her. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get those credits rolling. Welcome to my channel. For the audience who don't know you, tell us who you are.
Well, my name is Sharon. Many people, like my friends, know me as Seagull. That is the name I went when I was in high school. I think I got it from high school or primary school. Yeah, Seagull. I do makeup. I have a YouTube channel by the name Sharon. I wanted to start doing lifestyle, but then again, I'm not a very extroverted person, so I don't really know how to go about it. I want to start doing vlogs. I told you, I think I told you about it, yeah? I wanted to start doing vlogs as well. Other than my YouTube channel and doing makeup, I am also a lawyer. Although the last time I practiced law, I don't even remember. I left to do makeup, literally.
How did this lawyer, which is something I'm learning today, because I never knew about that part, but how did this lawyer end up doing makeup?
Well, it started when I think I just had my baby. I was just fresh out of law school, and I had my baby a little too young. And then after I had my baby, that passion for doing law just disappeared, literally. So I was home doing nothing, and then I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos, and most of the time when I entered YouTube, the videos that would attract me were makeup videos. So I started having interest in makeup, like a lot of interest in makeup. I started watching a lot of makeup artists on YouTube, started practicing on myself, and then at first I never used to post pictures of me with makeup, because then even my mom, my family, they never believed in makeup. If you do makeup, they're very staunch Christians. If you do makeup, it's literally a sin to do. It's not a very noble thing to do. So I did makeup, and then at first, like, it was horrible. The first time
you post a few videos.
Oh my God! When I started doing makeup, and then I did not know, like, for eyebrows, if you have certain type of hair, you're not supposed to put this color for eyebrows, this color for eyeshadow. It's supposed to match at least your hair. I had no information of that sort. So when I started doing makeup, because everybody at the time, anybody, if you asked anybody about eye pencil, they would tell you black, because my hair is black. So I used to put a block of black eye pencil here, looking like a clown, and my sister used to laugh at me. But then I think with time I improved. I started practicing a lot, and then I started posting pictures. Then there's this group called the Glam Life. That is where I started getting attention from. It's a Kenyan makeup group, and I'm very thankful for that group, because from them is when I knew I had the talent to do makeup. So I started posting pictures on Glam Life. People would, upload me. They say you're doing a very great job, and I started practicing. I was a very creative makeup artist when I started. I used to draw like a lot of things. I used to draw snakes, a whole sunset, a whole city on my face, and it looked good and people loved it. Then they started telling me, you're very talented. I think you should start doing tutorials. That is how I became a makeup artist, really. I never imagined, growing up, I never imagined I would end up doing makeup. Because, my path was go to school, become either a lawyer, doctor, or engineer.
And you were supposed to be a lawyer.
At first I wanted to do journalism. My dad said you should take that as a hobby, it's not a profession.
Our parents.
Our parents are African. I loved that word. And then when you apply after high school now, when you're choosing career courses, you put like the 3 you want. And then I never imagined they would call me to do law. Not for a second. Law was never in my mind. So I had like something to do with agriculture, journalism, and law. I waited for that call, whatever, letter from the university. I waited for it. I was in Turkana then. We waited for that letter. It never came. until it was like 4 days before the official opening of schools. No, because it was either Moi University, Kenyatta University, or Nairobi University. So nothing from Moi, nothing from Kenyatta. And then 4 days before now they officially open schools, we get a letter from the University of Nairobi to do law. And I'm like, why? Why law? Why law?
Yeah.
I was never amused by that news. You know, my parents were very excited. Like, yeah.
Yes.
My child is going to be a lawyer. You know, it's a very big thing. I said, okay, I have no other option. Let me just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now after, of course, I know you finished doing law. After that, now doing glam life. Now, how did you make the transition from just doing it for yourself and just posting pictures on social media to turning it into a business? How did that start?
Well, when I was posting pictures, now with time, I started getting requests. Can you do my makeup? At first I was very skeptical because I was like, I've never done makeup on anyone, so I don't consider myself a makeup artist.
Yeah.
I just do makeup for the fun of it because I love doing it.
Yeah.
But I never considered it as business or just doing makeup on any other person per se. But then they kept pushing me. You know, some clients, I think they believe in you a little too much.
Yeah.
Then they're like, no, the way you do makeup on yourself, exactly how you have done it on yourself,
Repeat on me.
repeat it on me. I want to see.
So you had people who already believed in you before you started believing in yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. So I know you've been to Rwanda.
Yeah.
I keep tabs just looking at what you've done. How did those ones now start showing up? Because now I know you have gone out of the country more than once. How did those start coming up?
Oh, it's mostly social media. It's just social media, really.
Yeah.
For the Rwanda trip, I was not even going to do makeup. They invited me because they wanted me to be a presenter for a radio station in Rwanda, in Kigali. Then we were a couple of people. We were like 5 of us. So we went to Kigali. We did the training and everything. But then now they saw my art. They were very interested in my art.
Yeah.
I think they forgot about the
job they had called you.
yeah, they called me for. I think the first time they called me is because of my voice from my YouTube. You know, when I started doing voiceovers, they were like very attracted to my voice. They were like, you're doing a great job. We love your accent. That is what they told me. Yeah. And we love how you explain things. Just, you know, there is no harm in trying.
Yes.
I said, okay. I went to Kigali. It was fun. I had a very good trip in Kigali. We did training for some time. They got interested in my makeup. And then I think, if you saw, I did a couple of weddings in Kigali.
Yes.
It was never planned. Not like clients called me to go do makeup in Kigali. No, I go there. The more I, you know, because we visited a lot of communities in Kigali, we went here and they're like, I love your makeup. Can you do makeup for my wedding? I'm like, when is it? I did not carry my kit to Kigali. She said like 2 days. In 2 days. My wedding is in 2 days. Huh? You've not even hired a makeup artist for like... No, I was looking around. I was not impressed. Yeah. But now I'm seeing you. And I think,
want you to do it. Yes.
Could you just come and try? I'm like, I did not carry my... Don't worry. What am I supposed to have? I'm like, I have this foundation. She went and bought it.
Wow.
I know, it's crazy. And I did 2 weddings. It was hers and another friend of hers. And the entire time now, the guys who called me for this, they're the ones who took me there. Because they were taking videos of the wedding and everything. But then, unfortunately for me, like, I did not get the job because they preferred hiring somebody from Kigali. Yeah. But I had a very, very good experience in Kigali. Yeah.
Now, I think we jumped a little. Kigali came because of YouTube.
Yeah.
So I want now to go into YouTube because I want to hear. You were doing makeup. I know the very first videos you were doing, just the tutorial itself, because you were not showing your face, or you were not speaking while doing the makeup itself. But how did you land on starting to create content on YouTube?
It was never my idea, per se. I never, you know, person who is fresh out of Turkana, trust me, I did not know YouTube is a career. I had no idea.
Yeah.
You know, when I started posting this photos on Glam Life and everybody said, I do a tutorial on YouTube, I'm like, how do you even start doing a tutorial
What is
on
YouTube?
No, just do it. I'm like, okay, how do you even start? Then I think before I knew how to record and all that, I did not know about angles. I just went in front of the camera and did my makeup. I think the first video was an eyebrow tutorial. It was not a long. I did not even edit that video, like exactly how it.
From start to end.
From start to end.
Upload.
Upload.
Yes.
There were noises. It was too much going on. I didn't know nothing. I said, no, if I've done this one and it is good, like at least it is there. I did not know like you're supposed to do thumbnails and you know. The title is supposed to be, I don't know how.
Yes.
You're supposed to edit it, at least you cut out
Yes.
I don't know the angle is supposed to be this way, at least for the people to see, because the entire time I was looking like this. So nobody was seeing what the hell I was doing on my face.
Yeah.
The entire video, it was mostly my forehead on the video.
Yes.
But like, I got a lot of, like a couple of complaints, but most of them were positive.
Positive people saying.
Yeah. Telling me like, okay, next time try this angle, because the more I kept posting is when I was told now, next time when you know you're doing a talk through any video, you can do music as a background. Just from the comments, because I kept learning from the comments.
Yes.
I'm like, now how do you do that? I go Google, do my research.
How do I?
And then the first time now I did not know. So I think the apps, are you the one who recommended the apps to me?
Yeah, we talked about apps that time.
Yeah. So now, when you recommended the Filmora Go, and now somebody told me you have to do music as a background, I did not know. When you do music as the background, you're supposed to reduce the volume of that music, so it just, you know. It's
just somewhere.
The volume was high. Me, I'm talking, the music is up. That is the next video I posted. It was crazy. And it got a lot of views. You don't know most of these views because I think the title was very catchy. Now the comments on that video, oh my god, I will never forget. Oof! Why is the music too loud? Why do you talk like, what was the term they called? Oh, the Kenyans. Oh, I speak like DJ Afro. Why do you speak like DJ Afro? That's kakelele that comes because my music was loud, I was loud. Why are you speaking like DJ Afro? The comments were nasty in that video. But I think I learned a lot, you know, going
Interesting. I think one of the things, from just what you're saying, one of the things that I keep telling YouTubers is you need to just upload. Whether or not you like it, whether or not you think that video is perfect, you need to just upload. And that's really interesting. I know you've done over 100 videos now, and you're 300 and what?
340.
40.
Yeah.
Maybe by the time we're finishing this video it will be 350. We don't know. But just from your experience on YouTube and creating content on YouTube, a few things that you think have actually helped you in terms of growth. I know just from interacting with you, a lot of your audience is not even Kenyan. And that's one of the reasons many Kenyans may not even know you. But what do you think has actually helped you to grow in such a short span? Because I think it's been about 2 or so years that you've grown on YouTube. Some advice for
I think for YouTube, I think the first thing should be consistency. The more you upload, it does not matter really like if you're getting views at that point, because some videos may surprise you. You may do a video this year and then it does not do much for you, and then next year all of a sudden you see, you know, it's getting a lot of attention from the audience, and you wonder why. Just do it and post. Keep being consistent, because the more you're consistent, the more people, you know, the more people see you, the more they are attracted to your content.
Yeah.
You know. And then another thing, the content that you produce really matters. For me, I would advise to do something that is more educative than just doing videos for the sake of doing videos.
Yeah.
If you're selling a product, make sure the audience relates to that, the thing you're trying to sell to them. Mm-hmm. Identify your audience, and whichever content you produce to them, make sure they learn something from what you're selling in this video.
Yeah.
It does not necessarily have to be just your face and how gorgeous you look, but what are they learning from this video? Yeah. The more they learn, the more they relate to your content, the more they subscribe, and all that. And then another thing, I think thumbnail and titles for videos. This is something I learned recently. I did not know. Well, this time I've been on YouTube. Yes. I did not know like the title really matters. Yeah. I knew it matters, yes, but how to word your title. Yeah. At least provoke some emotion. You get. Yeah. If you say, I think my most viewed video was how to do a full face. They're like, oh, now how do you do this? You know, it creates some curiosity. Yes. Now they go watch this video. If you're not provoking emotions just there bluntly, no one is going to have much interest in that video. Yeah. So, and also thumbnails and fonts, don't be too fancy. Keep it short and simple for your titles and thumbnails. Yeah. Another thing, I think, keeping the video interesting from start to finish. Yeah. Because most of the time I think we concentrate much on the first, say, 5 minutes of a video, and then after that it's like, for me, my content is mostly just educating people how to do makeup, so it might be interesting the entire video, because they have to watch the entire video for them to learn. But say if you're doing, say, lifestyle, what will make them, you know, watch from start to finish? Think about that. If you're doing travel, for example, what will... I know many people have traveled, many people have gone to swimming pools, many people have gone to very beautiful, you know, scenes, but what is going to make them like view your video? What is
going to keep someone watching that video?
That is why I advise people, like, if whichever area you go, you know, whichever content you want to produce, make sure it is very educative and very engaging. Yeah. And another thing, I think that is where most of the YouTubers go wrong. Engaging with your audience. It's very, very important. For me, when I started, I don't think I was very keen in looking at my comment section, and I was doing video and I was not motivated per se. But then when you start looking at your comment section, you start engaging with the audience, the more they come back. Yes. You know, and these are the same people who are going to refer you to other people. You get. So engage with the audience. Go through you will learn a lot from your comment section, because I see a lot of YouTubers just post and leave. And then they go. Yeah. They don't see what their audience is telling them. You might, if a video say, yes, we all make mistakes. Even me, I've made a couple of mistakes doing my content and stuff. You will get comments. Some will say it in a very, not a very pleasing tone. But you have to understand they're trying to teach you how to do things. Yes. You don't know everything. Yeah. Even me, in my stage, I don't know everything. I keep learning from my comment section. That is a very important. And another thing, when you're doing a video, and the background is, mine mostly, the background is very plain. There is not much, and you're going to do a voiceover. Yeah. Don't talk too much. That is a very... It's very important. Many people ignore that fact. Don't talk too much. Keep it like, I don't know how to word it.
As brief as possible.
Not as brief as possible per se, but say what is needed to be said only. Yes. Don't do it.
Because I understand that, because there are many people who try and do longer videos just for watch time's sake.
Exactly.
But then they don't give the viewer the satisfaction that they're looking for. So you find like someone will do a very long intro without getting into what they're supposed to be doing. So you make it as short as it needs to be, or as precise as it needs to be for someone to watch.
It's like doing emails.
Yeah. If you need to say one word, say one word.
Say one word.
Yes. Interesting.
You don't need to, because people will lose interest. People lose interest. Even me when I watch, just think of yourself as the audience.
Yeah.
You get what exactly do you want to gain from this video that you're producing? So you go watch it before you post it on YouTube, and look for the faults. You know, if you if you talk too much, even you yourself, I think you would notice.
Yes.
Because most of the video would be just blabbering with nothing in it.
Yes.
And the content is very important.
I know we've talked a lot about you creating content. I know you watch content as well. So I want to know a few of your favorite people that you, anytime you're just on YouTube, those are the people that you're going to watch.
I love watching Tony, or is it Olaoye or Oyaole? I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't remember the pronunciation for the last name. But I think Hash is the one who taught me how to do makeup. Even now, anytime she posts a video, I would be the first one. She does not talk a lot. That is where I learned how to. I think the more you watch other people do it, the more you gain ideas for doing your own videos. I love how she does. And Nikki tutorials. Yeah. I love Nikki because she plays a lot with colors. I love playing with colors. I love creativity. Anything creative I'm very attracted to. And because how she explains it. You know, I know James Charles and the rest. Most of them just do makeup, but they don't explain exactly what they're doing. So you won't learn a lot from this video. But for Nikki tutorials, she would do something very creative, but she would explain the process step by step. So if at all you need to learn, you understand what she's talking about. You can be able to actually go through step by step. Yeah. And Kenya, my Kenyan YouTubers, I love Desagu. Desagu I love Joanna K. I think I watched a lot of Joanna K when I was starting my own. I learned a lot from her as well. I love Obosha, especially because I think she has a charm to her. The way she talks, it's very easy. And no, there is this one, Esther Korea. Oof. Yes. Now that one I love. I love Esther, especially her makeup videos. They're very, I love her, she's creative. She also plays with colors. Anybody who plays with colors, I just love. Yes.
Interesting. I know you're at a point where you also interact with YouTube as well, and with people who are in YouTube. But the question I have is, what advice would you give to Kenyan YouTubers, and what would you love to see more of in the space, in the content space that we have?
I've interacted with a lot of YouTubers, mostly West African and internationally mostly Mexican. For West African YouTubers, they're very united. They're unlike the Kenyan YouTube space. The West African YouTube space is amazing. They're very, it's like they're very welcoming. You know, even if you're a small YouTuber, they don't really mind. They're very welcoming. They give you, if they have a very supportive community. They even have a group. They do workshops, a lot of workshops. So just once a year, they do a lot of workshops, whether online or physically. They do a lot of them, and then they have this specific feature I love. They do a YouTuber on the rise. They have a segment for that where they identify one YouTuber who they think have a lot of potential, but the growth is
attention.
Now every YouTuber on this group, if they identify one, every YouTuber must post this content creator. This YouTuber on the rise. They post them on their social media handles, their YouTube. They do a YouTube dedicated to this YouTuber on the rise. They'll have to give him or her a shout out, regardless of what they're doing. It's a very engaging and very supportive space, unlike our Kenyan. You remember, was it last year? Yeah, I think it was last year. I think I told our YouTube community, the Kenyan YouTube community, the same thing. Last year, they were not very keen in welcoming the new, say, YouTubers. I think even me at the time, they termed me as a new YouTuber, so they never included me in a lot of, you know, the dinners they were doing. They had a workshop, They had a workshop, they never invited me. And a couple of other YouTubers, which was, in my opinion, very unfair. They need to include, you know, it does not really matter. It does not have to be the people who are known on social media, on the Kenyan social media space only. Even us who are not known on the Kenyan social media, we might surprise you. You know, some people are very famous on YouTube, but on social media, not as much. On this other social media spaces, not as much. So if you only consider people who are famous on, say, Instagram, you know, you're missing out on a lot of
people who
have great potential. Great potential. And then the support system, same way as West Africans. You know, West Africans, it's like a family, really. So if you are a young YouTuber, and say you don't have lighting, you don't have camera, they're willing to actually give you space for that. You get, which is a very, very good idea. I think if we did that in the Kenyan space, it would be great. And then I was suggesting, especially for the YouTube community here in Kenya, I was suggesting maybe, because they have the Google whatever offices and stuff, if they could create, say, an office or space with a studio with the lighting and all that, and then it is very welcoming to any, you know, YouTuber can come there. If you don't have lighting, you can just come with your phone. The lighting is there, everything is there, you just do your thing and then leave. I don't think it is much, really, but it can help a lot of people, because I think most of the content creators give up not because they don't have content to create, it's because they don't have the facilities to do so. So if we did that support system for them, that would be great.
Interesting. When I was starting this, I thought it would be a very light-hearted, but you've gotten very deep. No, but that is still fine. I think, just to echo what you're saying, one of the things that I would love for me to see, I know like Nigeria has a YouTube space.
They do.
South Africa as well. East Africa doesn't.
It does not.
And I know the fact of the matter is Kenya has a big enough audience of content creators, enough to be able to warrant having a space. Because I know in those spaces, like I've seen videos of guys in London and things like that, you can actually be able to just go there and you have space where you can create your content. And then that will now start bringing a lot more seriousness, quote unquote, into this space of YouTube. Because like as you were starting on makeup and YouTube, you would agree with me, not very many people believe YouTube iko na pesa or YouTube is a career.
Did you know? I was called a drug dealer by my cousin. She came here in this house. She came here for, I think it was like 2 days only. And then she went back home, Ushago. Hey! Wacha tangaze. Sharon ameingia kwa nyumba nyingine kubwa. I don't think she can afford it. She's a drug dealer now. She's
because I
know. The auntie calls my mom and she's like, no, you have to go for your daughter. You know the way the aunties exaggerate.
Yes.
You have to go for your daughter. My mom was asking me, why? No. What is she doing? The last time I checked, she was doing law. Now that she's just at home, nothing she's doing. She's just at home. Go for your daughter. Ameingia kwa maneno ya madawa.
Goodness. But I think as we go on, for me I've seen progress. I think one of the things that we've talked with you from those days when you'd adhere, there's been a workshop, so and so has been invited. I know Rosina has 100,000 and she's not even there. There is progress. I think we will need to still keep pushing, because I think there are still so many things that need to be done, and even get people who are at 15, 20,
Exactly.
100 subscribers, just to be encouraged to start. Because from talking with you, and I remember recommending a camera to you. But tell me, this is a question. What do you use to shoot your videos?
This phone has served me. Now, I normally tell people start where you are, using what you have. There is never a perfect time of, starting.
Yeah.
If I waited for, I don't think I would even have started doing YouTube if I were waiting for that perfect, lighting, camera and all that. I don't think I would ever have started. So start where you are. It does not really matter. Because when I started, I did not even have this phone. I had Infinix. It was my Infinix, I think. It was Infinix. What? I don't remember. It was just an Infinix. Yeah. And that is what I started recording with. And I still got audience from using Infinix, recording from Infinix. It's normally the content that you put out there that matters. It's not even what you're using to record the videos. The content that you put is what matters the most. So if you have great ideas, you think your content should be out there, just start. Don't put too much thought into it. Just do it. You may be surprised. The video the raw. What is the raw in English?
I know there's a video like that that you've told me about several times. The video right now that has 3.5 million views. That what happened to that video before you even put it up online?
That video, I recorded it. I edited. Then I was looking at this video and there was I looked, in my opinion, I looked really bad because I was looking like I was pregnant, literally, with my cheeks. I used to feel bad. Anytime I viewed this video on my phone, I just felt bad. So I left it on my phone for months, for at least 3 months. So the entire time I was just looking at it. I did not want to post that video. In my opinion, it was bad. I was looking bad. There is nothing much I was doing. I felt very bad about this video. I just forgot about it. And there is this friend of mine called Kibibi. Kibibi. Anytime she comes to my place, she has to take photos with my phone because my phone has good quality, photos. Now, she wanted to take photos and then she was told the memory is full.
Memory is full.
Then simu yako. There is a video sijawahi post, nilikuwa nataka post YouTube sijai post. Chukua post alafu utoe uache kutujazia memory. I posted that video. I put title how to do a full face of makeup and when you iende. Because me, I'm done with this video. I was just
You don't like the video?
I did not like the video. I felt like I looked fat and bad, and to my surprise, that video got over 100. I think it was my first video to get over 100,000 views in 1 week. Kibibi is Kibibi is from Tanzania, so that's Swahili. Nenda kaangalia YouTube wewe. I'm like, oh wow. Kazi yako kudharau. So that is why I tell people that video surprised me a big one. I never imagined. Because when I posted that video, I expected say 1,000 views, Because at the time I was not famous. I think that video is what made me, get known.
So now every time you don't judge a video by
I
what
don't
you feel.
judge.
Yes.
That those videos you think they're the ones. Now, this one, the quality is good. Everything I've done in this video is good. This one is going to sell. Posts on YouTube, nothing. So you never know when it comes to videos. You never know which one is going to sell, which one is not. You never know for sure. You might have done a video that is, top-notch quality. Everything is good, but it does not get as many views as that one video you are very skeptical about. The ones you this one, and it surprises you.
I think the lesson there for me being a trainer is the audience is the one that determines
exactly.
It's not you.
It's not you.
And it's not as in Yes, we are content creators. Yes, we want to give value, but the ultimate value is not determined by you. It's determined by the audience.
True.
So many times, like you just talked about, many times you just look at this one doesn't look good, but you don't know who will actually resonate with it. Yes, and that's really interesting to hear. This conversation can go on forever. There are so many questions, but I'm really grateful for your time, for just taking time to tell us about your story. There are so many things we haven't talked about. So that was the story of Rosina Sharon. She is an amazing makeup artist, and of course her story is really interesting. Subscribe to her channel as well here. And if you want to see more stories of entrepreneurs and the things that they will tell us about them, then check it on this side right here. Subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.